We have warnings for severe storms today. How's the radar looking right now?
Ross, good afternoon. Yeah, let's have a look at it then. So this morning, storms developed over inland New South Wales. They quickly organised into a band, and this was a severe band of storms that then swept east towards, well, from the central to the northern part of the state. And there's a second little band of storms that's formed just over the last hour or two, just around the Sydney area and the central tablelands. Now, these storms have reduced hail, but also damaging wind gusts. Some of the highest speeds we've had so far today. Newcastle, 119 kilometres per hour. We've had gusts over 80 kilometres per hour in Sydney, and we've had Orange, Murruwa, Dubbo and Trangie all well over 100 kilometres per hour. Now, the threshold for damage is 90 kilometres per hour, so it's no surprise to see we've had trees down and a fair amount of damage. There is a separate weather system also producing strong winds over southeast New South Wales. This is not from storms, but we've had Goulburn and Canberra over 90 and Bombala a gust of 100 kilometres per hour. All right, just over the last hour, we can see where that main band is, stretching from the southern mid-north coast up through towards the northwest slopes and plains. There's a warning in place there for damaging winds and large hail, and also there's a little warning for that second band of storms that has developed. Here's the forecast range just over the next few hours. Storms continuing over northeast New South Wales. So far today, we haven't seen any thunderstorms in southeast Queensland, but modelling shows we could over the next few hours, and if they do develop, they could be severe. Now, overnight, the storms will dissipate, but tomorrow, I'm expecting very dangerous storms over southeast Queensland. We could see supercell storms tomorrow, like we saw earlier this week, including around Brisbane. And Ros, that means there's a chance of giant hail and destructive winds.
And the heat wave continues, Tom. The hottest November weather in years near the east coast.
Yeah, this heat wave started last week over the outback, and then westerly winds have carried it towards the east. So here are the maximums so far today in a handful of locations. Sunshine Coast 34, Coffs Harbour 36, Sydney's hit 34, as has Newcastle. And through the inland areas, we're still seeing temperatures well above 40 degrees today. Now, the result of the heat plus the strong winds, some low humidity through inland areas means those fire dangers are certainly up. Extreme for much of New South Wales, the orange, and catastrophic for the lower central west plains. That means fires today potentially could be fast moving and very difficult to control. Here are the forecast winds and temperatures going into tomorrow. Now, we'll still have westerly winds, so it's still a warm and dry day for much of the east, but those westerlies won't be as strong as today, and the result is fire dangers tomorrow. Well, they're still extreme in a handful of districts, including the Darling Downs in Queensland, but not quite as widespread as the extreme fire dangers today, Ross.
And finally, Tom, is there any indication when the current spell of heat and storms will ease?
Certainly not in the short term, no. So here's the heat wave prediction. Now, we will see cooler temperatures gradually developing over the inland over the next few days, but heading into the weekend, we still have a heat wave that's still severe in some areas, particularly around southeast and the central parts of Queensland. And one day, which is really a focus coming up, will be Saturday, because on Saturday we'll again see an increase in the winds. We can see those westerlies there picking up and spreading that heat to the east coast. So with hot weather and strong winds on Saturday, Ros, that's another day when we could see extreme fire dangers for parts of New South Wales in particular. So when will this heat wave end? Well, at this stage, cooler air from the south probably won't reach southern and central Queensland till around Tuesday next week.